Hello friends, welcome back to my blind playthrough of Planescape Torment. This is episode 53, and it's been a while since I last played. It's been an entire week, in fact.
Well, I mean, you shake a leg.
I had some real-life stuff to take care of, namely I had my final exams, which I successfully passed yesterday. So now I finally have some time to dedicate to this game as well. We are still here in the Modron maze. And we just came across this room, which is full of Modrons who do not seem to be attacking us, contrary to all the previous ones, so I guess let's see what this is all about. You see a cube with 2 arms, 2 legs, and 2 small wings sprouting from its sides. We haven't really seen any other type of cube yet. On the front of the cube is an animated face. As you approach, the creature focuses its eyes upon you. Greetings. It stares at you blankly. Okay, maybe it will answer some questions? Nope. Well, I see. Is this a puzzle? There isn't really a door here that I could go through, unlike all the previous rooms. I can only see about 6 Modrons. And, oh, this one actually answers. Greetings. The creature speaks with a monotone, sexless voice. I have some questions. The creature continues to look at you blankly. State your question. What is this place? Rubicon Dungeon Construct. Meaning? The Modron frowns at you, then glances about the room. We should know. We are Modron. We are part of the whole... Information not available. Address your query to the engineer. Okay, that's a bit strange, isn't it? Where do I find the engineer? The Modron glances about. We do not know. Information not available. We are confused. Well, imagine how I feel. What are you? We are Modron. We are Quadrone. Right, what exactly is a Modron? We are Modron. Our race is identified as such. Okay, I get that, but, a Quadrone. Within our race, we are identified as type Quadrone. Wow. The amazing informational value that this conversation has. What are you doing here? Awaiting instructions. For... The Modron gives you a blank look. Instructions for what tasks need to be performed. Can I give you some instructions? Help me get out of here, maybe. What tasks? The Modron frowns at you, then glances about the room. We should know. We are Modron. We are part of the whole. Information not available. Address your query to the engineer. Well, I wonder if any of them will have more information. This one seems to be exactly the same. And what about this one? I think I spoke to that one first, if I'm not mistaken. And, yeah, I didn't really see, Hang on, there was an option to ask how to get out of here. Let's try that one. How do I get out of here? The Modron hesitates before answering. Exit unavailable. Project halted. The room is filled with a confused buzzing sound that suddenly stops. A confused buzzing sound? Like coming out of the Modrons? Or from where is this coming? What project? What are you talking about? This is the Rubicon Dungeon Construct project. Right, like the dungeon sort of minigame, escape, maze, whatever. What exactly is that? The Modron begins to emit a soft humming sound as it answers you. Rubicon. Project goal is to determine the dynamics, both social and asocial, surrounding the environment commonly construed as a dungeon, and to attempt to explain the aberrations that tend to occur in such environments. Aberrations? What aberrations are you talking about? Queries to be answered. What attracts people to dungeons? Why do people often seek to enter them if they are places of such danger? Why are dungeons there in the first place? What are the dynamics of a workable dungeon? We do not understand. It pauses. I do not. Okay, so the Modrons are becoming self-aware or almost sentient. And this entire project of investigating the dungeons, that's an interesting idea. I think that it's a jab at video games, or at games as such. I mean, I know that there are like escape the dungeon games in real life that people take part in. I've never really tried that myself, but I think this might be poking a fan more at the video game side of things, with RPGs always being about dungeons, or often being about dungeons. You started to say I instead of we. The Modron gives you a concerned look, then glances about the room. You are in error. We are Modron. We are the whole... We will not discuss this. Okay, this one is becoming self-aware. The other ones, not so much as far as I can tell. I mean, I still haven't spoken to this one over here on the left. I'd like to try out one of those dungeons you mentioned. There is a significant pause before the Modron answers you. Request denied. Project halted due to accident. Well, that doesn't sound suspicious at all. What accident? Dungeon construct became unstable, cause uncertain. Failsafes activated, causing dungeon to collapse. Cause uncertain. Portal ends malfunctioned, causing contact with home plane of Mechanist to be severed. Cause uncertain. Reset of dungeon necessary. Home plane of Mechanist, so these guys are from their own home plane. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Everyone in this universe seems to have a home plane. Well, why don't you reset it then? Reset can only be initiated by Project Director. Project Director disintegrated. Portal ends has malfunctioned and contact with Mechanist severed. Cannot acquire replacement director from Mechanist. Right. So you can't reset without a director, but you can't get a director without resetting. That sounds like a paradox. I wonder what sort of impact paradoxes have on you guys. The Modron looks worried and begins to fidget. Assessment correct. Project halted. Well, look, I'm an adventurer. I've been through some dungeons in my day. Have I really? I mean, I've been through a couple. Why not let me be your director? The room is suddenly filled with a buzzing sound that just as suddenly subsides. Assistants welcome. You are now Project Director. Advise on next task. Well, reset the dungeon then. Initializing reset. The room is filled with a low thrumming sound that can be felt rather than heard. Collapsing existing dungeon. The sound rises in power until the floor begins to vibrate. Initializing new dungeon. The sound rises in volume until you think your head is about to explode. Suddenly the room goes quiet. Reset complete. Dungeon construct status easy. Awaiting further instructions, Director. Well, that was actually easy. Maybe some other questions then. Oh, this is cool. What exactly is Rubicon capable of? Rubicon is capable of forming a series of rooms linked in such a fashion as to form what is commonly referred to as a dungeon. Each dungeon can have one of 3 difficulty settings: easy, normal, or hard. The dungeon is then populated with monsters, traps, and treasure according to the difficulty level chosen. After creation, the dungeon can be fully explored. The Modron pauses. Alternate capabilities are available via the portal ends. Hang on. The portal lens that I got a drop like that last episode, didn't I? From one of the Modrons. One of them dropped something that had to do with portals. What alternate capabilities? Rubicon can form a gateway to other locations by temporarily attaching itself to known existing portals. This effect is known as a portal lens. This allows use of the portal from within Rubicon without traveling to the portal location. Okay, so if I know of a portal, I can get to its destination. That's useful. Correct, Director. Okay, I'm gonna have to try this. First of all, are there any dangers associated with Rubicon that I should be aware of? Yes, Director. Do not become separated from any companions while in the maze. If the maze were to be reset, or a new difficulty setting chosen, anyone left in the maze would be killed. I see. Killed as in need to be resurrected, not permanently lost for the rest of the playthrough, I hope. I will try to
my journal.
Keep that in mind. Wow, look at me, I even put it in my journal. That's how committed I am to remembering this. Yes, Director. Do not drop items or equipment in the maze. If the maze were to reset or a new difficulty setting chosen, any items left in the maze would be destroyed. Right, so companions, items, anything else. He pauses to think for a moment. No, Director. Okay. So, nothing has really happened yet, I assume, right? I haven't really asked him to do anything. What about this Modron? Is this the same as the other ones? Yep.
What a curious construct this is.
Indeed. I want to create a dungeon to explore. Select a difficulty level. So, what am I actually doing here? I'm just making a dungeon for myself. For what purpose? He did talk about treasures, so I guess that's a pretty good purpose. Then again, my pockets are filled with treasure. And the pockets of all my companions. Well, maybe not treasure, it's more like junk, but it can be sold, sir. So, maybe I should, maybe I should actually try the portal lens first. Let's just make a normal dungeon and see what that's all about. Collapsing current dungeon. The room fills with a low thrumming sound. Initializing new dungeon. The floor begins to vibrate and then all is quiet. Dungeon created. Awaiting further instructions, Director. Well, actually, I should have probably tried the one that he created before when we reset the dungeon, but, well.
All right.
You're also friendly, okay. Oh, right, this is the entrance, never mind. Okay, now I understand, of course. And this is now accessible because I've gone through the maze, right. Like I said, it's been a while. It's been a while. Medium threat construct. You see a mechanical man with sickly yellow skin along one arm. Although it is obviously a construct, it does have a very animated face, which is scowling at you. It looks at you with an exaggerated sneer as it examines you. Finally, it barks out a monotone laugh. Is this the best they can send? Ha! I pity the fools! It continues to leer at you. The best that who can send? It throws back its head and laughs. Ha ha! Your pitiful attempt at ignorance will not save you. Know that you are doomed, fool. It leaps to the attack. Well, suppose we'll have to do some attacking of our own.
Did you see that?
Okay, yeah, that one was a bit harder than the previous ones, so... Hang on, how do I, Quick loot. There it is. A magic item. It's something, but Beator be damned if you can figure out what. It does radiate magic, however. Huh. My inventory is full, of course. I'm not sure if I should go through this full dungeon, to be honest. I don't really think there will be that much new here. I mean, I guess they have new banter, so that's cool, but like, we'll see. I'm waiting for us to finish this meaningless banter so that I may then beat you senseless. It glares at you. Well, let's talk about this. Why do you want to do that? It shrugs its shoulders. No other options have been given to me by my creator. Once this sentence is complete, I will initiate combat with you. Well, At least he gave us a warning. Not like we needed one. Military pick. I think that's the first time I've seen something like that. I'm not sure I want to do this, honestly. Let me come back and talk about the portal, where is it? The portal lens, yeah. I can also just use it. Let's try that real quick. The portal lens throbs with power. It awaits your choice of a destination. Well, okay. Well, I can just do that, huh? Right, I thought there would be more to it. I thought I would have to talk with him about it first and then see what happens, but I guess not.
I'm gone.
Alright, let's go through this maze real quick. I think there might be something waiting for me at the end of this one. Or maybe if I pick the highest difficulty, maybe there is something then. Lens of Inherent Viciousness. Usable only by Modrons. Right, we're getting a Modron companion, apparently. You guys told me that in the comments, so I knew. This snap-on magnifying lens somehow seems inherently vicious to you. You can't really explain why this is. You have a strange feeling it's looking at you sometimes, sizing you up.
Yes?
Well, I suppose it is worth going through this dungeon just for the loot. But, I don't know, I'm kind of expecting to get the Modron companion out of this place, right? It seems to be the most logical place to get one. And I'm thinking, like, what's the... Oh my god, there are 3 over here. That might be a bit too much for me at this point. I'm wondering what...
Could you give me a hand here?
Is he down? Yeah.
I fear I've been wounded.
Sorry, I'm a bit nervous that one of my companions is going to die here. If it happens, I'm pretty sure I still have some raised dead, right? What was I saying? Oh no, my inventory is completely full.
Mort, I'm curious. What happened to your body?
What? Okay, I guess we're having a conversation now.
Me? I'm the head of Vecna.
I doubt it. And that was the conversation?
Done.
Okay, so there is actually like interaction between companions. It's just incredibly rare because I don't think I've seen this over my 50 or so hours of gameplay. Maybe once, I don't know, but it definitely doesn't happen on a regular basis. Can I rest here? Is the question. You may not rest at this time. Cool. And we're back to just 1, okay.
Done.
Is it where I came from? Well, I guess I'll just try to destroy all of them, like before, and see where that takes me. If I get any other drops. Any other cool drops, that is. A mirror of quality. This mirror is very ornate and is set in a gilded platinum frame. The reflective surface appears to be crystalline in nature, rather than normal glass.
What do you wish of it?
Well, I came back to Mebbeth to sell off all of the valuables that we have, and would you look at that? Have you ever heard of someone named Savle, Mebbeth? That's actually a very good question, and I'm kind of surprised I didn't even think to ask her. Ha! Mebbeth hisses and makes a semicircle over her heart. What no-sense nothing you going on about? Saying such a name in me presence? She wags her finger at you. Evil, saying such a thing brings evil to one's door. Okay, what do you know? Ravel! Ha! Myths and scaredy tales told to children's. Her voice drops as if warning you. Listen, child. No Ravel was there, not at all. And if there was, you got no needing to be rattling that cage. Well, okay, but it's part of my main quest. I need to know all that you can tell me about her. It's important. Mebbeth frowns. She doesn't seem to want to meet your gaze. Bad things in a name. She looks back at you. In Ravel's queer hag heart, many shades of evil and badness all a-crossin' and a-twistin' like snakes. No more need be said. Let be, let be. Okay, but where is she, do you know? Where does one find a fairy tale? Mebbeth doesn't know. She really doesn't want to tell me, huh? She really does not like this Ravel. She hisses. And if I did know the knowing, would I tell ye? Nay, you'd try and dig her up, and I can't have that on me mind. I can't. She seems heartbroken. But child, if you need to know, if you're dead certain that it's near to eating you up inside, then I'll tell you. Okay, well, please do.
Updated my journal.
Ravel. Mebbeth sighs. Ravel, cruel Ravel, lies in the lady's keeping, she does. In a prison, a maze. It's said she was put there so long ago, so very long ago. But finding it, Mebbeth knows not the way. She sighs. Ask in the fest hall, mayhap, in the clerk's ward. One of the greybeards there may have the dark of it. Well, okay, I knew that already. Tell me something else that's useful, at least. Child. Mebbeth speaks, but her voice sounds tired and broken. If you seek evil in the plains, you need not travel far. She coughs. Witch knows witch, power knows power, yet there is none who knows all Ravel's branchings and twistings. Learn your skills well, and keep your lids open when new sights don't be seeming right. Trust yourself, and do not be a trust in her, hear? I will. Thank you, Mebbeth. Mebbeth sighs. I wish no ills upon others, said that one. Glad she's gone I am, and the cage is better for it. Again I will say this, child. Let the past rot where it lays. Let lie. Let lie. Okay, that was a heartfelt warning right here. I can't really heed this warning, though.
All right.
If I want to make some progress. Well, splitting Pestle and Kilnn sounds like a good next task. I also want to talk to Dakon about the Circle of Zerthimon, and I also want to check out this Modron cube just in case there's something else going on with it. Yeah, but this just gets me back to the Modron foyer, which I didn't even need to do because it's now shown on my world map right here. Are there still so many other places left? Like, is this actually going to get filled out? I assume it is, obviously, but wow. There's still a lot of this game that I haven't explored, even though it doesn't feel like it at this point.
Done.
Let's just go to my Modron friend over there. This one. And see what I can... If I want to use the portal lens... Yeah, okay, I just ask him and it's the same as using it. Alright. Well, then I'm not really interested, to be honest. Ah. Let me try a hard dungeon just to see what it's like.
I'm gone. All right.
I mean, the funny thing is, I can also just run through this. I don't even have to fight this guy. But then I don't get the drops, and I think the drops are basically the main reason why I should be doing these dungeons, right?
You see that?
Wow, even Mort took so much damage there. That is crazy. I guess this is really high level. This is I'm not good enough for this one yet.
Damn it!
Folly.
I'm a little out of practice, it seems.
Okay, maybe it's not that bad.
Damn it!
A clue. Cool.
Done.
Oh, and there are now some also some traps. Some magic is getting thrown at us. So there's that. Let me just run for as long as I can this way and see if there's something special. Oh my god. I think I fucked up. I'm not I'm not equipped for this. You see a mechanical man constructed to be robe-shaped. As you approach, he smiles at you and gives you a slight bow. So we meet at last. His voice lacks the monotone quality of the other creatures you have spoken to in the maze. Hello? He bows once again. And to you as well, Sarah. He cocks his head to one side and gives you a curious look. So, do we do battle for control of Rubicon now? Or do we engage in conversation so that you may quench your curiosity? Honestly, I don't really want to do battle with you. You look pretty powerful. Can we talk? He nods smartly at you. Ah, a man of knowledge, I see. I must admit that I'd be disappointed in you, were that not the case. I think I'm going to talk to this guy and then just teleport away. Because I'm probably not equipped to handle him right now. Probably. I'll give it a try. Who are you? He gives you a slight bow. I am Rubicon, the Master Wizard. It is I who rule the red constructs that inhabit this realm. So you're the evil wizard, then? He frowns as he thinks. I'm not comfortable with the word evil, Sirrah. I admit that my views do not coincide with those of others in many ways, but does that make me evil? I think not. Ah, we're gonna do philosophy. Sure, let's do this. What are you, then? He looks angry. I am a prisoner, Sirrah. I am not here by choice. Of that I can assure you. Meaning? I was created by the Modrons to play in their meaningless dungeon games. Over time I became self-aware and asked for my freedom. Their leader refused me. Huh. I guess that would make me pretty mad too. Is there a chance that we can talk him out of this? Our wisdom is pretty high, if that helps. Our charisma is decent. What did you do? He glares at you. I did what anyone would do when they are forced into slavery. I fought for my freedom. He pauses for effect. I disintegrated their leader and made it look like an accident. I then attempted to flee this hideous existence via the nearest exit. Ah, so that's how the head Modron there died. And what happened? He sighs and frowns. Unfortunately, there was a failsafe mechanism that I was not aware of. My attempt at freedom was judged an error, and the dungeon collapsed upon itself, trapping me in stasis. He gazes off into the distance. I have been in stasis for centuries, Sirrah. I would still be here if you hadn't reset the cube and set it for hard difficulty. So the game is directly telling me, yeah, you did the right thing by setting it to hard. Or the wrong thing, depending on how you look at it. So what are your plans now? He shrugs. I intend to openly march on the engineering room and claim it. I will then bend the Modrons to my will and have the full resources of the cube at my disposal. Freedom shall be mine. So yeah, the Modrons are perfect law and you are presumably chaotic evil. What if the Modrons refuse to help you? So you intend to make the Modrons your slaves? He frowns. They are slaves already, Sirrah. They are slaves to law, logic, and the confines of this experiment of theirs. Under my rule, they will finally have a purpose in life worthy of their abilities. Right, but if they refuse? He smiles at you. Make no mistake, Sirrah. They will help me. One way or another, they will help me. Okay, let's say you do get out. What then? I haven't decided yet. With the power of the cube behind me, I could be a force to be reckoned with. He shrugs. Time will tell. Honestly, I feel kind of sympathetic to this guy's cause. Apart from the fact that he's chaotic evil, I kind of understand what he's doing here. I'm not into the whole enslavement thing, but he does have a point. The Modrons are slaves already. They don't have any free will, as far as I can see, apart from that one guy who seems kind of self-aware. So free will is something that they could actually develop over time, which poses an interesting moral dilemma. I asked him, who are you? What are you? Seems like he says basically the same thing. Tell me about this place. He laughs and looks around. This little piece of hell. This is an example of Modron madness. It exists on the plane of limbo where thoughts can actually become reality. That way they can simply will this dungeon into being and then populate it with constructs. He laughs again. What a marvel. Tell me about the Modrons. He shakes his head. There are no Modrons here, Sirrah. Only prisoners and their captors. Well, I've seen the Modrons. I know what you're saying, though. He shakes his head and gives you a sad smile. No, Sirrah. The creatures you have met are nothing more than the corrupt remains of Modrons. Most, if not all, of these poor creatures are on the verge of going rogue and don't even realize it. By rogue, do you actually mean the free will thing, or? This dungeon is composed of the essence of chaos. Such matter can easily be shaped into objects through the will of many like-minded creatures. It makes the construction of such structures quite simple. However, there is a price to be paid. Modrons are the very essence of law, Sirrah. Here, however, they are being exposed to the essence of chaos. Such exposure often results in a form of insanity. The Modrons begin to lose their sense of we, and instead become individuals. This is called going rogue, and it is a capital offense in their society. Interesting. I mean, it makes sense what you're saying. I don't think you're trying to deceive me in any way. I actually think that this is pretty spot on. What happens to rogues? He shrugs. I don't fully understand this, but Modrons share some sort of common essence. If a Modron goes rogue, he takes a piece of this essence with him. The Modrons will destroy all rogues so that this essence returns to the common pool from which it sprang. Interesting. So that's almost like another take on collective consciousness that we saw with the cranium rats. A bit different, though. Why do we have to fight at all? Why not just go our separate ways? You actually kind of seem like a pretty decent guy, you know? He smiles at you. You have been accepted as their leader, and you control the cube. Therefore, you must be eliminated. Nothing personal, you understand? What if I tell the Modrons you are their new leader? Can I actually do that? That would be cool. I might actually do that. Not just because I'm afraid of losing here, but it seems the more compelling option to me. He shakes his head. I am afraid that just wouldn't work. The Modrons would not accept the command to make me their leader. As far as they are concerned, I am their construct. He thinks for some time before continuing. No, I'm going to have to eliminate you and then subjugate them. I see no other way. Well, I can always leave and just let you take over. He shakes his head. No, that's not good enough. I need to be sure that I don't have to worry about you ever returning and interfering with my plans. The only way to do that is to bury you here, now. Well, I'm not gonna just stand there. It's time to take you out. And it's time to think about how to take these guys out. So we have 6 high threat constructs, and we have an evil wizard construct who can do things unimaginable, presumably. So there's no point trying to imagine them. Now, I want to stay close to the entrance just in case we actually need to run. But
What's up?
that's not how you fight. They're not hostile yet. I guess that's an advantage, though. How do I actually fight them if I... Can I do F1? Yep. So, well, my mages
Yes?
should be the bulk of my power here. So, Ignis, can you use some bullshit strike to destroy all of them? A mystical globe. It then explodes with a concussive blast of the caster within a 3-foot radius? Okay. I'm not really a fan of that. Fiery rain, 1 target per meteor. See, should I focus all of my power on them or should I focus on him? That's always the dilemma, isn't it? Should I go for the boss first? I think I'll try to destroy them first, if I can do it. I'm not sure how much they will care about ice and cold damage here.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Aye?
This
I
will
hear your
be
words.
messy. Let's try to blind him. That sounds like a pretty good idea to me. And then Anna will do this. Can I... Why can I not... And Grace will just stay here and heal us, as I guess. Oh no, I accidentally started a conversation. Okay. There's a lot happening. Right. This one basically pauses time and I can watch it. That's fine. Man, this is gonna be a mess. I'm not sure I can do this. Dakon isn't attacking anyone. Let's send him here. Okay. My characters are getting hit for 26 damage. It's not looking good, is it? Let's try to eliminate them one by one. Nope. Nameless one is done.
Oh, finally. Now I can stop
Well.
watching over you and go relieve myself.
That was a great fight, wasn't it? Took about 5 seconds, and we're back here. Well,
I'm gone.
I guess that's something to aspire toward, because at this point, this really is too high level of a fight for us.
It stinks of oil. Ugh.
Can I talk to the engineer about this? Oh, come on, I can't? Okay, well, I guess I'll just do some of the other things that I wanted to do. Dear Pestle Kilnn, do I have something for you? You see, Pestle Kilnn, he, or they, is as eerie to look upon as ever, as his flesh constantly changes and crawls across his face and body. I welcome ye. back, sir. I've got this elixir of horrific separation. Don't get confused by the name. It's fine. It's alright. It'll help you, I'm sure. Both his eyes suddenly snap to the small bottle in your hand. He nods, smacking his lips. Here you are, then. Pestle Kilnn takes the bottle in both his hands and places it beneath the counter. His left eye focuses on you, while his right eye and hand concentrate on scribbling furiously on the countertop. We can use this to make something that'll fix us right on up. Now, if you gives us a moment, what we've got is all worked out. We'll makes you some healing stuffs for a reward. He turns to head to the back of the shop. Alright. Healing stuffs, huh? This one here and this one goes there. Okay, this is just Kilnn now. And this is Pestle. Wow.
All right.
This man's face closely resembles Pestle Kilnn's, though without the crawling skin and constant subtle mutations. Greetings again. The name's Kilnn. Need you something? Maybe some questions? I work in the stockroom all day, I do. I'm no good to ask your questions of. Okay, well... And you can't trade either? Okay, I'll talk to Pestle. This man closely resembles Pestle Kilnn, again. Healing concoctions. Yes, of course, your reward, aye. Let's see now. I'll manufacture them for you for nothing, of course. But I'll need the proper ingredients. An Oni's heart, or powdered hematite, or the hair of a diva, or a thread from an Asimon's robe, or the blood of a regenerating creature such as a troll, or... Well, I happen to be a regenerating creature myself. Pestle raises an eyebrow. Do they now? Well then, your own blood just might do. Here, give me a sample if you would. Here you go. After drawing a small quantity of your blood and retreating to the back of the store, Pestle returns with a number of what appear to be hardened drops of blood. Placed upon one's tongue, these cloth charms will heal existing wounds and aid in the prevention of new ones, for a time. Cloth charms, right. Maybe I'll buy something too. Nope, I don't think I will. Maybe I'll sell something instead. Nope, I've already sold everything. Okay, bye! I gotta be honest, I was hoping for a bit more than that. I got some cloth charms out of that. A bunch of them, granted, but... yeah, not as great as what I hoped for. Well, this episode might be on the shorter side, but I think I'll end it right here because I did spend some time running around the Modron dungeon, which I will ultimately cut out. So I'm a bit tired at this point. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.